Hey, what's up, film fans? Today I'm looking at the 2005 movie V for Vendetta, based on the graphic novel by Alan Moore and David Lloyd. And it's directed by James McTeigue, starring Hugo Weaving, Natalie Portman, Stephen Ray, John Hurt, Stephen Frye, and Roger Allam. But before I start the review, if you're new here or you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the show so you won't miss any further reviews. The story begins with a recitation of Remember, Remember, the 5th of November, a poem by Milton, and it's about a totalitarian world where a war had broken out years before between England and the USA after a viral outbreak had consumed the world. And the government in England is all powerful and run by a tyrant, High Chancellor Alan Sutler. And a mysterious figure dressed in black with a Guy Fawkes mask plans to overthrow the government by completing Fawkes' plans by blowing up Parliament. And after rescuing a young woman and getting her assistance, he goes to finish his plan. It is a powerful political film that looks at a world run by a closed-minded tyrant. The world we see is reminiscent of that in 1984 that was also made into a film back in 1984. It starred John Hurt, who was also in V for Vendetta as High Chancellor Sutler, and it's an about-face and roles for him. Some of the imagery in the two movies are similar, such as the dictatorial figure that appears on screen throughout the movie. V is played by Hugo Weaving, best known for his role as Agent Smith in The Matrix and Elrond in The Lord of the Rings. Though mastered the entirety of the film, his performance is that much more, as his acting must overcome the fact that we cannot see his face. He is our hero, and we find out that he was held as a test subject in an experiment in a hospital where he was basically tortured. Natalie Portman plays Evie, the young woman that V rescues from the clutches of the Fingermen, a corrupted police organization run by Creedy, who is in charge of Sutler's enforcement forces. She is a young woman who had lost both her parents for standing up against the regime. Stephen Fry plays Gordon Dietrich, a TV talk show host and friend of Evie, who is a collector of artifacts banned by the government. He is also a closeted gay man. In the movie, V must take a stand against the government run by those that destroyed him through scientific testing and torture. So he dons the persona of Guy Fawkes in his plan. In this world, government has control of everything. They have set a nightly curfew. They control religion. They make anything they disagree with, including differing forms of sexuality, illegal. And they round up those that defy at the hands of the Fingermen. Their motto is strength through unity, unity through faith. Throughout the course of the movie, we see how corrupt those in power really are. Even those high up in religious sides have their secrets. Politics, religion, sexuality, and any kind of personal freedom is banned, and those found in disobedience are taken by the government forces and put in prison or put to death. And this is what pushes both sides in their part of the story. There are a lot of memorable quotes in this film. We are told to remember the idea, not the man, because a man can fail. A revolution without dancing is a revolution not worth having. And beneath this mask, there is more than flesh. Beneath this mask, there is an idea, and ideas are bulletproof. And my personal favorite, people should not be afraid of their governments. Government should be afraid of their people. It is a very powerful political movie that shows both sides of the spectrum from the government that is in control, as well as those who oppose it, and how putting rules against what you don't agree with take away the rights and the freedoms of others, and that's where the conflict will always be. I thought this was a great movie with a great story, to be looked at seriously, not just as a comic book movie, but as a forecasting of where we could be if we are not careful. I've seen the movie several times and never get tired of it because of the message that it tells. It does have its lighter moments as well, as so that we don't get too bogged down in the darker sides of it. It is definitely worth watching, both for the enjoyment of a good movie, but also as a cautionary tale of human rights. Thank you for joining me, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the show and hit that like button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll know when the next review is posted. And if you have a suggestion for me to review, leave it in the comments and I'll add it to the list, because I want to know what you want to know. And if you've seen the film, let us know in the comments as well. And as always, take care of yourselves, be good to the ones you love, and I'll catch you later.